So my dude's Valk here, and today I'm going to be pulling an Atsu, and I'm going to tell you guys how everyone's using Raiden Shogun wrong. Now, this time I don't actually blame people for using her incorrectly, for not knowing how she's played, or not knowing how she's meant to be used, because she does a completely unique function in a game that I never really dealt with before, but it makes it incredibly fun and she has worked her way into my favorite unit in the game. Keep in mind, I still like Xiao more as a character, but as far as a unit goes, I really like Raiden Shogun. So, the thing is with Raiden Shogun, a lot of people are focusing on her damage and her support capabilities and all that, but the thing is everyone building her has maybe 200 ER and then like okay stats and stuff like that. That's not what you want to do with Raiden Shogun. If you're free to play, what you want to do with Raiden Shogun is full send the ER. Do not worry about crit rate, do not worry about crit damage, because your ult is not meant to deal damage until you get constellations. If you are lucky, you can get an engulfing lightning. But damage aside of her ult, the sole functionality of the way she works makes her one of the most broken characters in the game, and she is super flexible, goes to a ton of teams, and it's going to blow your guys' minds exactly how she functions. Now, I spent like 4 days testing this on Twitch. You can go back, you can look, I've tested everything. I've thrown her in random teams, it doesn't matter. The main thing is knowing your limits. So here's an easy little guide for you guys. If you have her at 250, if you guys have 200 to 250 ER, run her with 40 ult cost allies. If you have her at 250 to around 350 ER, run her at 40 to 60 cost allies. If you have her at over 350 ER, run whatever the hell you want because it does not matter. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean the fact that you are literally never leaving the ult animation, and she is going to make the game as brain dead as humanly possible if you play her right. So, I'm going to show you what I mean. I am literally only going to hit triangle button. I am just hitting triangle. I wish I could showcase this in floor 12, but I can't. But luckily, there are Electro Slimes here, which completely negate the Raiden Shogun's damage, so it doesn't matter. So, what we want to do is we want to get a bunch of 40 cost ults, and I am literally only hitting triangle. I don't want any resonance, so I can drive this point home. There's not going to be any unit generating orbs of an element that's going to help fund the units, so this is a very accurate look. The other characters have very average amounts of ER. Nobody has crazy ER out of this outside of Raiden Shogun. And even then, I can go higher. I personally can reach around 360 ER with the subsets I've gotten, and if I do that, it makes this build even better, but I like her to deal damage because I have Constellation. Without Constellation, she doesn't deal damage, but that's not her job. Her job is not meant to deal damage. Her job is to be an eternal battery to the point where you don't even need Zhongli's shield because you can't take damage because you're in immunity frames from animations. So let me go ahead and start this to showcase this to you guys, and hopefully I don't mess it up because I'm talking, but I'm just going to burn the cooldowns. Actually, let's not even use skills. I started using skills there, that's right. I'm not going to be using skills. I'm just going to be doing this. Like I said, I'm not going to use skills here. I forgot because I was talking. But I'm just going to be smashing the circle button, and then I'm going to go back and start smashing triangle again. And you can see how this is going to go. Like, it's not exactly a mystery how the Raiden Shogun functions whenever you sit here and you actually look at what she's doing in a proper team comp or in the scenario she's doing. Now, this doesn't need synergy. This is brain dead, unga boonga, as brain dead as I can be. Like, of course, I don't have to dodge anything, I don't have to do anything, because I don't have to move because my ult is always up. I just sit here and smash buttons like I don't know how to play the game. And a lot of people have been focusing on her elemental reaction capabilities and stuff like that. And here's my advice. If you want to play Raiden Shogun well, act like you don't know what you're doing, because then she's going to become so much better because all you're doing is smashing buttons. Act like you're brand new to Genshin Impact, like you've never played it before, and like you don't have any idea as to what's going on, and you will do so much better with the Shogun. Because she's not meant to deal damage. I hate to tell you guys, but she's not meant to deal damage. And here with one opponent left, we finally reached why I have to do some elemental skills. With one opponent left, we finally reached to a point where I have to do some elemental skills. And I'll show you guys the energy recharges, so I'm not messing with you guys. This isn't like some crazy plot by pop a valve to showcase how good Raiden Shogun is. You can see her ER is crazy, like I said. His is 153, that's a little high, but Aloy's is 143, and Diluc is 113. These are pretty average ER stats. I can throw this into any team, and I can do very similar results. Now, if I up her ER, this is why ER is such an important stat. The higher the ER is, the more energy I can generate for the team, and the more damage Raiden Shogun does because of the second passive. This has no cap. This passive does not cap. This passive, the 0.6% greater energy restoration from Musou Ishin, has no cap. It just goes. Same with the 0.4 electro damage bonus. If you're wondering how much energy you generate from Musou Ishin, it caps out at level 10, so it's free to play friendly 2.5. Just at free to play, she's not a damage dealer. She's not going to be your damage dealer. The only time you're whacking stuff is to generate energy for your team and to go ahead and fund your teammates' ults. But everyone has completely missed the mark with her. Everyone's been completely playing her wrong, and everyone's been assuming wrong things about her. If you go ahead, it's not even, if you have Engulfing Lightning, you can full send the ER, you won't even deal that much. You won't even lose that much damage, is what I meant to say. Let me go ahead and swap artifacts over to the point where I'm running basically a full ER build and show you guys what I mean. We're going to run a full ER build. Now we have 326% ER. We have a crazy amount of ER. 326% ER. I think actually it still has stats like her ult is active? Or is that actually her stats? That's actually her stats right now. That's insanity. I don't know what I did, but I did something right. So we're going to get all the way up to 366.9 ER because we have an R4 Engulfing Lightning that gives us 40% ER on burst. Keep in mind, this isn't about her damage. So with that much ER, we are going to be generating a ton of energy for our teammates. So we're going to put her in a team that kind of self-functions already. We're going to run her with a very free-to-play friendly setup. Because we full send the ER, we can actually fund everyone's teams. So we're going to full send her with Xingling. You can see they're level 50. I don't have them built at all. Xingling has artifacts. Xingling has around 200% ER. But both Bennett and Sucrose here literally have nothing. Like, I'm not joking, they are 100 ER with no artifacts and nothing. I'll show them afterwards. But they have literally nothing on them. And this is going to blow your guys' mind how good this energy generation is. You can full send the DPS builds. You can build Emblem Xingling, Emblem Bennett, and Emblem Sucrose. You can full send DPS builds like this. It doesn't matter. You can build all this DPS stuff. And you can do that while also dealing crazy amounts of damage. So now we snapshot, we do this, we get our E back up, and then we start smashing the circle button, and we start generating energy for everybody. And the reason Overload actually is not bad with the Raiden Shogun is because during her ult, she kind of snaps to the enemies. So she's able to do this crazy Rotado stuff, where she's able to constantly proc Overload and do all this stuff. Where she's this crazy powerful character. For me personally, you don't even need to worry about standing inside Bennett's skill, because once everyone's snapshot, she's basically a delivery system at that point, right? She basically just becomes a delivery system to where she's going to be able to just constantly buff your team. So let's go ahead and let's do this again. Like, you got to keep in mind, these characters are not built. Bennett's not built, Sucrose isn't built. This is just their energy recharge. Now this floor is going to take forever because, like I said, they're not built, so I'm going to go ahead and back out and then show what I was working with you guys. No cuts in this entire video. This video is all one singular take because I don't want to make it seem like I'm editing a video for better results so I can, like, prove my point or whatever. I want to actually showcase this to you guys. Show you where everyone's wrong. Everyone's genuinely wrong. Okay, look. She has literally nothing. She has a level 1 sack frags. You saw she was getting ult back. Bennett has, once again, nothing. He has a level 1 alley flash, and that's it. And then we go to Xingling, and like I said, she has 200 ER because I was testing Xingling with the emblem set, but I took one piece of the emblem off to put it back on the character, but she has a beginner's polearm. She's insane. Raiden Shogun is insane. Stop putting her in DPS. Stop thinking with Raiden Shogun. Stop thinking about elemental reactions because it doesn't matter. Just press buttons and go unga boonga. You can't even take damage because you're always in some sort of animation that's going to keep you from taking damage because you're invulnerable. She's absolutely broken and 100% worthy of Archon status, and I think everyone completely missed the mark, and everyone's wrong about Raiden Shogun. Plain and simple. Anyways, if this video didn't convince you of the one way I think she should be played, where you just brain dead, unga boonga, me press button, me press skill, me press ult, me swap out. If this didn't convince you of how to play her, then I don't know what will. I literally did one floor of just pressing the triangle button and nothing else. Anyways, thank you all for watching as always. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, although I know you already will. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.